All right, so what's so special about the Philippines? I mean, what's so special about the Philippines? Other than a beautiful place to live, the people are nice, the women are beautiful. What's so special about the Philippines? Well, the Philippines, it gives you what I call second chances. It really does. It gives the expat from whichever country you're from a second chance to have a good life, to live the quality life that you've always wanted. Now you're older, you have the time, you're retired from work, you don't want to work, and whichever country you're from, whatever savings or salary or retirement you have, you know, sometimes it may not work out. You'll have money, but you're not going to have that quality of life. Over here in the Philippines, you're going to have that quality of life. What do I mean by that? I'm going to go by the United States, okay? Most people with the retirement Social Security, about $1,600 to $2,000 a month, and that's just not going to cut it. That's not going to have a cut it. I did a little research through Google. 25% of the people in America, 25-30%, and you can look these up, don't even have a savings. So you're dependent on your Social Security check. 45% of the people, they don't even have enough money for 3 months of emergency fund. So if you have an emergency, they're going to be out there borrowing money. 25 to 30% do not have savings. Well, that means about 75 to 80% of you guys have savings. So which is good. Now, how much savings are you supposed to have? I don't know. You know, it depends on when you started. But if you can end up with a couple $1,000s a month savings for the rest of your life, on top of your $2,000 a month Social Security, that's $4,000. So now you can survive in America with about $4,000 a month. But that's just barely. That's just barely surviving. And of course, I know that there are a lot of you that was able to invest better through luck, through management, through your wits. You're able to save some money, and you know you're gonna do fine. But majority of you guys, you know, you're gonna be able to retire, but you're just gonna barely make it. And coming to the Philippines, that's what I mean by second chances. In Dumaguete, we did a budget about 6 months ago, and I did one about a year and a half ago, and it came out to about $800 or $900. Our bills increased by about another $50 the other day. I decided to get a better internet. We have free internet from the apartment that I live at, but it wasn't fast enough. Not for uploading and downloading videos. So it's all you guys' fault that I have to increase my budget by $50. But $50 for faster internet, so I don't have to sit there and watch that little spinning circle and try to connect and try to load. So now it's going to be our budget. If I do it probably in the next couple of months, our budget may be probably about $850 or $900. Now that said, I don't have just $800 or $900. I'm not living off of $800 or $900. I have a lot more money than that. when I do decide to collect on my Social Security, I'll probably be somewhere in the $3,000 range. I have a little bit of savings that I've saved up through these years, and I have a little pension, so I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be just fine. In fact, if I plan on living back in the U.S., I'll be just fine there too. This video is for those who somehow you have somewhere around $2,000 a month retirement total. Well, in the Philippines, you're gonna live really nice. And like I told you, I've already mentioned about what our budget is. For about $850, I can live pretty comfortably here in Dumaguete, Valencia area, or Valencia, Dumaguete area. Someone tried to correct me the other day, which they're correct. Dumaguete and Valencia is just another small town outside of Dumaguete, and I tend to lump those two together because, you know, I live up in the hills in Valencia, but I spend so much time down in Dumaguete. So Valencia, Dumaguete, I'm gonna call it that. But yes, you know, the Philippines will give you your second chances, and that's what this whole video is about. You know, living a good quality life. You know, let's just say your bills total, living expenses, you know, housing, your water, electric, transportation, internet, all that, you bundle all that up together, it's about $850. Now you have what? If you're on Social Security, you got $2,000. That's an extra $1,100 to $1,200. You're gonna do fine. I mean, that gives you enough money to, if you want to splurge sometime, if you want to go on a trip almost every month, which is what I tend to do here. We just love to go and explore. And I want to clarify on the Social Security check. You know, I had a comment from some guy, and I thought it was just kind of either he doesn't know what he's talking about, or he was upset about something. He mentioned that you know, the only people that can live in the Philippines are those who are living off the government. On your Social Security check, about $1,600 or somewhere around there. I mean, that's the stupidest comment I've ever heard, because that's money that you, as a employee working for an employer, he's taking that money out of your checking account to put it in a Social Security account, so that when you retire, you'll have that money. So it's your money. You're not living off the government. In fact, it's completely opposite. The government are living off of your investment. And that's another story, but that's not for us to talk about here. You know, you're not locked into that little apartment in the U.S. You know, you may be on food stamps. I don't know. Nothing against people on food stamps. You know, if you need the money and you need a little help, you've worked your whole life, you deserve to have that. Is there some kind of festival here? Sam Lamb. S-A-M-L-A-M-B. Okay. All right.